Hi guys, I'm going to show you how you can replay traffic from tcpdump file. And first, I would like to show you that this is a reference that I've used, and I'm just going to follow through all the steps that have been listed in this reference link. So, in order to send traffic from the tcpdump file, you should first create a tcpdump file, and you could capture it from the production servers or the traffic that you want to use for your later investigation. So for that, what you need to do is you need to install these programs, or which would be helpful for the later steps. So first you need to capture the tcpdump file, which you can do using this command. So this is the tcp file that would be generated once you have captured the file. And I'm also using the port 8180. So what I'm doing here in this command is I just want to capture the traffic which enters through this to this port 8180. So I'm not interested in any other traffic in that host. I just want to capture the traffic which comes in this port. So this is one of the option, but you could as well capture all the traffic that is entering into a host as well. The next thing is, once I have the tcpdump file, it depends upon how long you want to capture the traffic. It depends upon your requirement. So I just run it for 2 hours or 3 hours, and then even that could be a bigger file that would be generated. So you need to make sure about the memory requirements or memory constraints as well. The next thing is, I'm going to generate a pcap file from the tcpdump file that I have generated. So in order to do that, I use the tcpslice command, which would generate a full.pcap file, and this is my source file, the tcpdump file that I have captured. And the full.pcap, like here you can have any name, for example sample or whatever file name that you want to give. And then once I have the pcap file, then I can use that pcap file to generate individual http sessions and then place it in that folder. So make sure that, for example here in this case, make sure that you have that pcap folder being created. Otherwise, if you're going to run these commands without the folders being present, then you get errors with respect to those scenarios. And then I use a tcptrace file to generate http request files from the pcap file that I've already generated. Next, once I have all these individual http request files, like for example here you can see this is one of the individual http sessions being created in a .dat file, and then I use it, and I use a netcat to send it to my test server to this port. So this is one of the http session files being created. So it depends upon the size of the tcpdump file that you have created. And for example, for me, in my case, like it would be around 100 or 200 files being created out of the tcpdump file that I have captured. So this is one among the hundreds of files that I have once I run this tcptrace command. Okay, now I'm going to show you how this entire thing really works. Okay, now these are the files that was previously being generated. I'm just showing you the folder structures. So here you have inside the pcap folder, I have the full.pcap file, and you have the http request folder as well. Inside the http request folders, you have all these dat files. So I'm just going to show you one that file. So here you can see this is the URL that I'm posting to, and you have the HTTP protocol, and then you have this user agent host, and the content type, the content length, and the actual length that you're posting, and then etc. And then okay, now I'm going to show you how these files are being generated, and how you could use this HTTP session file to send that request to the server, the test server that you have. First, I'm just going to clean up all these files that I have previously created. So remove -rf pcap. Okay, so I don't have anything in my tcpreplay folder. I just have this captured tcpdump file. So I've already captured the tcpdump, and I'm going to use this file right now. So the first thing is to generate a full.pcap file. It's user sbin tcpslice w temp pcap. Okay, temp tcpreplay pcap full.pcap. That's a file name. And then I have to point the source as well, the tcpdump file, and tcpdump file. Okay, error creating. It's because I don't have the folder, as I mentioned. So I need to create the folder. Okay, so now I can run that same command. Okay, so cd pcap. Here you can see I have created this full.pcap file. Now I can use this file to generate individual HTTP sessions. So now I require the tcptrace command. Okay, users local bin tcptrace output directory. Make sure that you don't have a space between the output directory and equal to, because I faced one error because of that before. So into the temp directory you have tcpreplay, and then you have the pcap file, and then yeah, this is a folder that is going to have all the HTTP sessions in it, and then temp tcpreplay pcap file and full.pcap. Okay, so here you see the source, and this is a destination, and here you can see the tcptrace command. Okay, now it has generated all the HTTP sessions. Here you can see the HTTP request folder. I'm gonna get into this folder, and here you can see all these sessions. Make it slightly bigger, and I'm just going to open one file, and I'm going to show you how it looks. So here you can see the HTTP sessions. This is a URL that I'm going to post the request to, and here you see the content type and the host, the content length, and the actual request that I'm posting to. And here you can see like it's more than one HTTP request, and this really happens because of a batch request being sent as well. So the here the pcap file has been split into batch requests as well. So it could be individual request, individual http request, or batch request as well. So the batch can have 100 or maximum 100, or could be 10 of 50. I'm not really sure how many requests will there be in a batch, but you can also have individual http session as well. Yeah, for example, here you see just one http request being for one particular dat file, so it varies. And the last step is I'm just going to use this http request and send it to my test server, so I can see if this clearly works. Okay, I'm using this the http session request file, and I'm just sending it to my the test the test server and the test port. Okay, here I get a response back, and this is the response that I was expecting. And yeah, that concludes the tutorial about how you can use a TCP dump file and replay the traffic. The good thing is, like, you could, to make it automated, like, because like you have so many files being generated, you could just write a script, could be a Python or a shell script, and make sure that this thing is automated, because you don't want to just select individual HTTP session files and send it to your test server. I have created a Python file that would pick all these individual HTTP session and post it to the test server. And I'm going to link the reference as well as the steps that I have shown you in my description of the video. And if you have any questions or comments, please please post it in the comment section. And thank you.